Charlton's 4-point lead over second-place Sheffield United before kick-off meant Addicks boss Chris Powell would have a firm hand on promotion, whatever the result of this close-fought battle. But the Addicks are now 7 points clear thanks to Johnny Jackson, who cut the other half of the Steel City to size for a second week running, with another stunning example from his free-kick repertoire. The Bladesley Williamson was inspired to try his luck from similar range and forced Ben Hamer to dive full length to keep Charlton in front. Before the break, the Blades had a goal controversially disallowed, as an unchallenged Hamer clearly dropped the ball into his own net. But had referee Darren Dedman seen Harry Maguire impede Matt Taylor on the line? Everything was going Charlton's way. It's like that at the top. Hamer continued to fumble, and Ched Evans failed to convert. And then came the game's flashpoint, with both teams reduced to 10 men by Mr. Dedman. Charlton substitute Darryl Russell was shown a straight red card for fouling Kevin McDonald. And then, in the ensuing melee, so was Blades' replacement James Beattie for his impression of the Boston Strangler, with Jan Kermorgant his victim. Hardly the way to earn a long-term deal by becoming United's first dismissal of the season, as they drop out of the top two.
It wasn't as flown as we would like to be, but we did have good passages of play, and in the end it was won by a set piece, and you know they are important. But it was an outstanding free kick by Johnny Jackson to win us 3 points again. He done it last week against Sheffield Wednesday and done it again this week.
You don't always get what you deserve at times, and you just got to take it on the chin and move on to the next game. But I do feel from how we played today, the disappointment was not getting anything out of it. But the shape that the game went and the decisions that went, particularly against us at times, and I'm sure that from Chris's point of view, he'll be a bit annoyed about some of the decisions went against his team. But we can only look after ourselves, and some of the decisions that we've had against us today, we find very difficult to understand.
So a sense of déjà vu then for Charlton fans beating a Sheffield club thanks to a Johnny Jackson free kick. It's almost uncanny, Steve, wasn't it?
Well, uncanny. It's an incredibly skillful thing to do. I mean, that's just. I mean, that is the goalkeeper's side as well.
Yeah.
You know, when you put it up, so you don't expect him to beat him like that. And I mean, he's never got anywhere near it. The power. The placement of that is brilliant. There's
another side of Charlton's game that we've not really talked about, having heard from Wednesday and United fans the last few days, is that they've been frustrated, the players as well, by the way Charlton go about things. They're a bit streetwise to it as well.
Well, I think what they're basically saying is that, if Charlton aren't playing particularly well, and Chrissy alluded to that fact, then they're not going to allow the opposition to play particularly well, which means you've got to break people's stride.
Taking the sting out of the game at your own tempo.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's, as you say, I think a little bit of experience, a little bit of nous. You know when you're playing in a side and it's not quite reaching its peak, then there are other ways that you can affect the opposition, and that's what they're doing.
And it's certainly working. So another good win then for Charlton.